What if the Straw Hat's greatest adventure wasn't on the Grand Line, but on an island that shouldn't even exist? An island born from a mysterious jewel holding a terrifying secret 1,000 years in the making. Welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the story of a forgotten classic, One Piece Unlimited Adventure. Stranded and separated on a mysterious island, the Straw Hats must explore this bizarre new land to find their friends, their ship, and a way to get back to their voyage. But this island holds more than just answers. It's a land protected by a strange guardian, filled with echoes of their past battles, and bound by ancient seals. What dark power lies dormant beneath their feet? And what is the incredible treasure that awaits them at the heart of it all? Join us as we break down the entire story of One Piece Unlimited Adventure and uncover the truth behind this mysterious island. The Straw Hat Pirates find themselves in a perilous situation as the inaugural chapter of One Piece Unlimited Adventure kicks off with dwindling food and water supplies aboard the Thousand Sunny. The dire circumstances are a direct result of an eating contest between Luffy, Usopp, and Chopper, which has left the crew's larder bare. A fishing attempt by Luffy to remedy the situation results in an unusual catch, a mysterious, glowing blue orb. The orb, however, is quickly forgotten as a massive, uncharted island abruptly rises from the ocean depths beneath their ship, sending the Straw Hats scattering across the strange new land. Players take control of Monkey D. Luffy, who awakens alone on a vibrant, unfamiliar shore. The primary objective of this first chapter is to reunite the dispersed crew. As Luffy, players navigate the initial area, the Plains to Adventure, a lush environment filled with towering flora and curious creatures. This introductory section serves as a tutorial, acquainting players with the game's basic mechanics, including combat, platforming, and item collection. Luffy's initial moveset is limited, consisting of basic punch and whip attacks. The environment is interactive, with trees that can be shaken for fruit and various plants and rocks that can be broken to reveal items. Luffy hears the cries for help from his friends, Usopp, Nami, and Chopper. He reaches a valley which is blocked off by some kind of energy wall. Suddenly, the blue orb from before begins to glow and emit energy that neutralizes the wall. Just then, he is struck on the head by a small rabbit-type creature. The blue orb glows again and mysteriously shows him a memory from the rabbit's past and one from his own. Both memories seem to represent the entrustment of something to each of them, with Luffy's flashback showing him the time he was given his famous straw hat from the great pirate red-haired Shanks. After a brief stare-down, the creature runs off through the valley. Luffy, confused by the whole situation, decides to continue on as he hears his friend's cries again. The first order of business is to locate the missing crew members. Following a path that winds through the island's verdant landscape, Luffy eventually discovers a cave. Inside the cave, a cutscene triggers, revealing that Nami, Usopp, and Tony Chopper have been cornered by a group of enemies. After defeating these foes in a straightforward battle, the three are rescued and become playable characters. The mysterious orb then triggers an unexpected vision, transporting the crew into their memories. They witness pivotal moments from their past, such as when they joined the crew. These visions startle them, causing Usopp to believe the orb is dangerous and Nami to believe it is valuable. With a portion of the crew reassembled, the next step is to find a way to progress deeper into the island. Upon reaching a new area of the island, they take a path that leads them towards a confrontation with the first major boss of the game, the formidable Marine Captain, Smoker. The battle against Smoker takes place in an arena-like setting just before the entrance to the Fossil Beach area. This fight serves as the chapter's climax, testing the player's grasp of the combat mechanics. Defeating Smoker requires dodging his smoke-based attacks and capitalizing on openings to deal damage. Upon his defeat, the path to the next major area of the island is cleared. The group is then reunited with Nico, Robin, and Frankie. Proceeding forward, they encounter Sanji and Zoro fighting a group of Marines. After the Marines' defeat, the whole crew is reunited. Robin comes across a small stone monument with an inscription that reads, "The orbs give shape to the desires of those who break all of the island's seals." A further damaged inscription hints at a warning. "The world, grasp, for mankind's happiness we seal this away." These monuments are scattered all over the island, and finding and deciphering them all uncovers the history of the island. Upon reaching the main beach, the crew realizes that a strange energy is preventing them from advancing. To proceed, they learn they must interact with a focal point for the island's energy, another orb location. Just then, the rabbit creature appears again. It calls out to them, and as Zoro looks around, he sees a memory of the rabbit challenging a large evil guardian monster. He is then also shown a memory of his own past, when he once challenged and was defeated by the greatest swordsman in the world, Dracula Mihawk. This triggers a brilliant flash of light, and from it, Mihawk materializes. The memory of Mihawk turns his gaze upon Zoro, the island perfectly recreating the tension of their first fateful duel at the Baratier. The materialized swordsman speaks, his words echoing the promise he made to Zoro long ago. "My name is Dracula Mihawk," the memory proclaims. "It's too soon for you to die, Roronoa. See the world, become stronger. I'll be waiting for you as long as it takes. Here, at the top. Train yourself and surpass this sword. Go ahead, surpass me, Roronoa." This dialogue confirms that the battle is not just a random encounter, but a manifestation of Zoro's deepest ambition and his unresolved challenge. The ensuing fight pits the Straw Hat crew against the ghostly image of the Warlord of the Sea. After a grueling battle, the Straw Hat pirates manage to defeat the memory of Mihawk. His defeat does not come with a grand explosion or a dramatic final speech, but he simply dissolves back into light, the energy of the memory dispelled. With the powerful memory defeated, a seal on the island is broken. The crew is automatically returned to their base camp, and they discover that a previously blocked path is now open, leading them into the dense and mysterious jungle zone. The defeat of Mihawk, a significant figure from their past, was a necessary trial to unlock the next stage of their island adventure, pushing them one step closer to finding their ship and a way to return to the sea. After the Straw Hat Pirates have reunited and explored a significant portion of the mysterious island, they can discover numerous dormant orb points scattered across the zones. These are locations where the island's power to manifest memories is concentrated, but they require a specific catalyst to be activated. One such point lies in the Fossil Beach. Activating this point causes the blue orb to draw on the crew's collective consciousness. From a whirlwind of light and energy, a familiar, boisterous figure emerges with a dramatic pose. The former Baroque Works agent, Mr. 2 Bon Clay. The island has not summoned him as a necessary guardian of a seal, but as a test of spirit and a specter of their wild adventures in Alabasta. The materialized memory of Bon Clay is every bit the skilled and theatrical fighter the crew remembers, a master of the Okama Kempo. The ensuing battle is a nostalgic clash, particularly for Sanji, who was Mr. 2's primary opponent during the Alabasta arc. The memory of Bon Clay attacks with a flurry of balletic kicks and spins, his signature fighting style perfectly recreated. He is as fast and annoying a foe as ever, forcing the Straw Hats to recall the rhythm and unpredictability of his Okama way. The fight is a direct and intense confrontation. The island's memory does not replicate Bon Clay's clone fruit ability, which would have allowed him to transform into the other Straw Hats. Instead, it focuses purely on his formidable martial arts prowess. Upon his defeat, the apparition of Mr. 2 Bon Clay dissolves back into light, his energy dissipating into the island. As an optional boss, defeating him does not break a major seal or unlock a new critical area for the main story. Instead, the battle serves as a self-contained memory, a rewarding challenge that allows the Straw Hats to reflect on one of their most memorable and complicated adversaries. The crew remarks on how the memory was every bit as noisy as usual, a fond acknowledgement of the man who went from their enemy to a loyal friend who sacrificed his freedom for them. Having faced this vibrant echo of their past, the Straw Hats are left to continue their main quest of breaking the island's primary seals, carrying with them the strange, rekindled memory of their friend. Following their initial exploration of the island, the Straw Hat Pirates venture into the dense and perilous Mystery Jungle. The story shifts from the open plains to a claustrophobic, hostile environment that tests the crew's resilience and brings them face to face with powerful figures from their past. After the crew enter the jungle, the rabbit creature appears again to block their path. He attempts to tackle Luffy, who dodges. As the creature collides with Chopper, memories appear again. We see the rabbit with an elderly man who shows him affection. We also see Chopper's past with his surrogate father, Dr. Herolook. As the creature runs away, Chopper is left to ponder if the rabbit is just like him. The crew's entry into the Mystery Jungle marks a significant change in atmosphere. The air grows heavy and humid, and the path forward is choked with aggressive, oversized flora and fauna. The immediate story objective becomes one of survival and adaptation. Robin postulates that the island itself seems to be testing them, using its varied environments to gauge their strength. The crew must rely on each other's unique skills to navigate the dangers. Chopper becomes essential in identifying poisonous plants and creating antidotes, while Usopp and Frankie work to craft the tools needed to traverse the otherwise impassable terrain. The island summons a memory from the East Blue, a ghost of ruthless ambition and brute force. The figure of Don Krieg, leader of the Krieg Pirates, takes shape. For Sanji, his appearance is a visceral reminder of the battle at the Baratier, a direct assault on his found family and the ideals his mentor Zeph stood for. The Phantom of Krieg is a test of conviction, forcing Sanji and the others to reaffirm the principles they fight for, never wasting food and protecting those who have given you a place to belong. The crew come across another stone monument, which Robin deciphers. Wrapped in flame, concealed in ice, skills of a hunter. Harder than stone, tempered like steel, no prey shall escape. Robin comments on how she thinks this inscription reminds her of Luffy. After pushing through the deepest, most treacherous parts of the jungle, the crew finds their path blocked. The island's mysterious power gathers, coalescing into a figure representing one of their most difficult and emotional battles, the fight to rescue Nico Robin. The final challenge of the Mystery Jungle is a dramatic confrontation with Kaku, the former CP9 assassin. His appearance is a jarring reminder of the world government's might and the lengths the crew had to go to protect one of their own. The battle is a direct test of their growth since the events of Ene's lobby. Kaku's stoic demeanor and deadly four-sword style force the Straw Hats to prove that they have not only grown stronger physically, but have also solidified their bonds as a crew. With Kaku's defeat, the phantom memory fades, and a critical seal somewhere on the island shatters. The crew return to the camp area. While exploring a relatively peaceful lakeside clearing, the crew's journey takes an unexpected turn. The strange energy of the island materializes a memory from their epic adventure in Skypiea. Before them stands Kalgara, the legendary Shandian warrior. This optional encounter is not driven by malice, but rather feels like a spiritual test. Kalgara, a proud and powerful hero from the past, challenges the Straw Hats, his presence serving as a ghostly reminder of the grand history they have witnessed and the powerful wills they have encountered on their journey. Overcoming him feels less like defeating an enemy and more like earning the respect of a legendary spirit. The crew, having overcome both the natural dangers of the jungle and the powerful memories it conjured, emerges more resolute. They are one step closer to unraveling the island's primary secret, yet the encounters with figures like Kaku leave them with a lingering question. What strange power are they dealing with, and why is it forcing them to relive their most intense battles? The mystery of the island deepens as they leave the jungle behind. As the Straw Hat Pirates venture forth, they discover their next challenge lies within a vast complex of autumn-colored ruins. There, the island's mysterious power shifts from testing their physical endurance to confronting their memories of corruption, friendship, and tyrannical power. The crew arrives in a sprawling area of ancient, crumbling structures bathed in the warm, golden light of perpetual autumn. The sight immediately captivates Nico Robin, who senses a profound and ancient history sleeping within the stones. She speculates that this civilization was advanced, yet vanished for unknown reasons, adding another layer to the island's central mystery. The atmosphere is one of serene beauty, juxtaposed with a sense of loss and forgotten time, a stark contrast to the raw, untamed nature of the jungle. As they navigate the labyrinthine ruins, the island's energy coalesces, dredging up a particularly loathsome memory from their desperate struggle at Eni's Lobby. The figure that materializes before them is not a powerful warrior, but the sniveling and cruel former chief of CP9, Spandam. His presence isn't a test of pure strength, but a psychological reminder of the corrupt and unjust authority they fought to protect Robin. True to his cowardly nature, the Phantom Spandam does not fight them directly, instead constantly summoning an endless wave of Marines to do his bidding. The battle is a frustrating but ultimately cathartic experience, allowing the Straw Hats to once again overcome the man who orchestrated so much of their pain, reinforcing their unified strength against a broken system. As the crew journeys deeper into the autumn-colored ruins, the tone shifts. The playful exploration gives way to a quiet, almost sacred atmosphere. Fallen columns, moss-covered stones, and drifting autumn leaves guide them to something unusual. The Straw Hats suddenly stop in front of a towering wall. Etched into the surface is a massive ancient mural, clearly crafted by the island's long-gone inhabitants. Robin deciphers the mural. It reveals that an evil guardian once wreaked havoc on the island and was sealed away. She realizes that the rabbit creature, who has been guarding the seals for 1,000 years, was attacking the Straw Hats to stop them from releasing the seals. The rabbit creature appears again and knocks Usopp to the ground face first. The orb then shows a memory of the creature watching helplessly as the evil guardian spread destruction all over the island. Just then, the island summons its most powerful memory yet from their journey, the self-proclaimed god of Skypiea, Eneru. His appearance is a dramatic and terrifying spectacle. Surrounded by crackling lightning, the Phantom of Eneru represents absolute tyrannical power and the arrogance of one who believes himself invincible. This battle is a true test of the Straw Hats' growth. They once faced him on the shores of a sky island where Luffy's unique abilities were his only saving grace. Now they face this memory as a more seasoned and unified crew. Defeating the Phantom of Eneru is a monumental statement, a declaration that they will bow to no one, be they a government official or a self-proclaimed god. With the defeat of Eneru's Phantom, the overwhelming energy in the ruins dissipates, and another of the island's mysterious seals breaks. The path to the next major area is revealed. The crew is left to ponder the pattern of these manifestations. They have now faced phantoms representing corrupt authority, Spandam, and absolute tyranny, Eneru. The island is not just throwing random past enemies at them. It is forcing them to confront the very ideals they have fought against, as if testing the foundation of their convictions. The Straw Hats now turn their attention back to the rabbit creature. Usopp and Nami, seemingly forgetting her quest for treasure, decide it is too dangerous to stay on the island and propose the crew leaves. Robin, Frankie, and Luffy, however, admire the rabbit's dedication to guard the island for 1,000 years. Just then, two robot monsters emerge from a shadow on the floor and attack the rabbit. He parries a few attacks, but is ultimately captured and pulled into the shadows. The crew then agree to search for the creature and rescue him. In a secluded part of the ruins, hidden behind a formidable rockfall, the crew feels a different kind of memory take shape. This one is not born of malice or conflict, but of deep friendship and a promise. Before them stands a phantom of their dear friend, Princess Nefertari Vivi of Alabasta. This encounter is a poignant and bittersweet reunion. The spectral Vivi challenges them to a friendly duel, her fighting spirit a testament to the strength she developed while sailing with them. The battle is less of a fight and more of a cherished memory brought to life, a reminder of the powerful bonds they've forged and the people they fought to protect across the Grand Line. It serves as a moment of warmth and reflection amidst the island's relentless tests. With the ancient ruins behind them, the Straw Hat Pirates are drawn into the island's dark heart, the Caves of Darkness. This leg of the journey is a symbolic descent into the crew's own past, forcing them to confront the foundational villains who shaped their earliest adventures and solidified their bonds through shared struggle and trauma. Leaving the light behind, the crew ventures into a network of damp, gloomy caverns. The air grows cold, and the only sounds are the dripping of water and the echoes of their own footsteps. The oppressive atmosphere weighs on them, a stark contrast to the open sky of their sea voyages. Robin remarks that if the jungle represented the island's untamed nature and the ruins its forgotten history, then these caves feel like its subconscious, a place where its deepest memories are stored. It is here that the island's power feels most concentrated and personal. The path leads to a large grotto where the island's energy churns violently. There, the Straw Hats find the rabbit, beaten and exhausted. They defeat the monster guarding him, and Chopper tends to his wounds. The creature, stubborn as ever, begins to limp away, ignoring Chopper's pleas to let him continue his treatment. Nami then speaks up. She berates the rabbit for remaining alone on the island for 1,000 years, guarding it, and calls his mission ridiculous. The orb then shows a memory of Nami's past during her time with the Arlong pirates, when she tried to take everything on herself to free her village, only to fail. This emphasizes that she is not belittling the rabbit, but her own stubborn past instead. From the depths emerges the monster who haunted Nami's entire childhood, the fishman pirate Arlong. His appearance immediately changes the dynamic of the crew. This is not Luffy's fight, or Zoro's, or Sanji's, it is Nami's. For a fleeting moment, the fear and helplessness of her youth flicker in her eyes. But it is quickly replaced by the steely resolve of a Straw Hat pirate surrounded by the family she chose. The crew rallies around her, their fury palpable. They are not just fighting a phantom, they are fighting the very memory of Nami's suffering. Every blow struck against Arlong is a symbolic act of defiance, a violent and cathartic exorcism of the trauma that once defined their navigator. With the defeat of Arlong's phantom, the oppressive energy in the caves finally shatters. Luffy confronts the rabbit, who we now know is named Popora. Luffy argues, "Why protect this island if there isn't anyone here anymore?" Things become physical between Luffy and Popora, striking each other in turn. Robin tells Popora that she too once tried to do everything by herself, but the Straw Hats saved her from that loneliness. Luffy declares that they will revive this evil guardian and defeat it once and for all. The rest of the crew and Popora agree, and they move on, deeper into the caves. As they venture deeper, the damp air of the cave suddenly grows arid, and the scent of sand fills the passage. The island conjures a far more cunning and dangerous foe, the former member of the 7 warlords of the sea, Crocodile. His presence is a chilling reminder of their desperate, kingdom-spanning battle in Alabasta. This is not just a random enemy, it is the embodiment of calculated cruelty and the ambition to rule through manipulation and fear. For Luffy, it is a direct confrontation with one of his most difficult victories, a foe who defeated him twice and nearly destroyed an entire nation. The battle against Crocodile's Phantom is a test of Luffy's will as a protector. Defeating him once more is a powerful declaration that no matter how cunning or powerful the tyrant, the will of a free spirit fighting for their friends will always triumph. Deep within the cavernous labyrinth, the Straw Hats discover a hidden arena. The path to this secluded area gives no immediate indication of the familiar face that awaits them. Upon entering, they find Polly, the rope-wielding foreman from Water 7, standing alone. The reunion is not one of pleasantries, but of immediate and unexplained hostility from the shipwright. The battle that ensues is a true testament to Polly's skills as a shipwright and a fighter. He relies on his incredible mastery of ropes, a skill honed through years of work at the Galley Law Company. He expertly utilizes his ropes for both offense and defense. Throughout the fight, Polly's determination is evident. He relentlessly attacks with a variety of rope-based techniques, showcasing the strength and versatility that made him a formidable figure in Water 7. Upon his defeat, the tension immediately dissipates. There is no lingering animosity, suggesting the battle was more of a sparring match than a genuine conflict. The post-battle dialogue reveals a moment of introspection, particularly from Frankie, who was once a rival and later an ally of Polly and the Galley Law Company. The Straw Hats emerge from the caverns, blinking in the light, not just as victors, but as a crew that has faced the ghosts of their past together. They have confronted the tyrants who subjugated their friends and family, and have proven that their bonds forged in those very fires are now unbreakable. Having purged the ghosts of their earliest enemies from the island's dark subconscious, the Straw Hat Pirates emerge into the light to face an ascent up the towering Silver Mountains. This climb is not a test of past traumas, but a measure of their present strength, their deepest bonds, and the very foundation of their dream. The crew begins their ascent of the Silver Mountains, a stark and majestic landscape that glitters under the sun. Unlike the previous areas, which were defined by chaos, history, or darkness, these peaks feel pure and absolute. The climb is arduous, a physical representation of their journey to this point. It's a path toward the sky, a final elevation before they can reach the island's heart. The crew senses that the tests here will be different, not phantoms of conquered foes, but manifestations of the powerful, living wills that have defined their journey on the Grand Line. As they climb, the crisp mountain air is suddenly scorched by an intense heat. A pillar of fire erupts before them, resolving into the grinning face of Portgas D. Ace, Luffy's brother. This encounter is a burst of pure joy and emotion, a stark contrast to the grim battles before. For Luffy, this isn't a fight, it's a reunion. The Phantom of Ace radiates warmth and brotherly love. Their duel is not a battle of malice, but a celebratory sparring match, a test of how much stronger they've both become. Every clash of hockey and fire is filled with unspoken affection and mutual respect. It is the island's way of testing the power of family, not one forged by blood, but by choice and unbreakable bonds. Overcoming Ace's fiery spirit is a moment of pure, heartfelt triumph, a reminder for Luffy of one of the most important people he fights for. As the crew presses on, up the mountain, we see glimpses into Papora's past and the history of the island. The old man from Papora's memories was named Sealed. In the ancient past, he used the blue orb to bring peace and prosperity to the island. The humans, fearful of invaders, stole the orb and created the evil guardian to protect them. But the guardian ran amok, destroying the islanders and their homes. Sealed sacrifices his life to seal the evil guardian away, and Popora is left all alone for 1,000 years. At the very summit of the Silver Mountains, with the entire island spread out below them, the crew feels an overwhelming presence, an aura so immense it stills the air. A single figure stands waiting, his red hair and black cape unmistakable. It is the man who started it all, the Emperor of the Sea, red-haired Shanks. This is the area's final and most profound test. The Phantom of Shanks is not an enemy, but an idol, not a villain, but a goal. He represents the pinnacle of piracy and the promise Luffy made as a child, to one day become a great pirate and return the Straw Hat. The battle is a measure of worthiness. Every move Luffy makes is judged against the memory of the man who sacrificed his arm for him. It is a silent, powerful question posed by the island and by Luffy's own heart. Have you become strong enough? With the Phantom of Shanks defeated, a profound silence falls over the summit. It is not the silence of victory over an enemy, but of acknowledgement. Luffy has faced his past, his rivals, his family, and finally, his ultimate inspiration. He has proven his worth. As the Straw Hats explore the icy expanse of the Silver Mountains, they stumble upon a red-pillared orb point. Upon activating the orb, the atmosphere on the snowy mountain shifts dramatically. Without warning, a monstrous, towering version of Chopper, far larger and more feral than any of his usual transformations, appears before the Straw Hats. This is Overlimit Chopper, a representation of what would happen if Chopper were to completely lose control of his Devil Fruit powers after consuming 3 Rumble Balls. The crew reacts with shock and disbelief. There is no lead-up of malice or direct conflict with their crewmate. Instead, they are faced with a tragic spectacle. Their friend has become a mindless beast. The pre-battle dialogue captures their astonishment and immediate concern, with the crew recognizing the dire situation and realizing they have no choice but to subdue their rampaging friend before he causes untold destruction or harms himself further. The ensuing fight is a somber affair. The rampaging Chopper does not speak or show any sign of his usual gentle personality. He attacks with brute, untamed force, his movements wild and destructive. The Straw Hats, in turn, are forced to fight against their dear friend, not out of anger, but out of a desperate need to bring him back to his senses. Throughout the battle, the focus remains on quelling the beast that was once their doctor. The story of this encounter is told not through dialogue during the fight, but through the tragic imagery of fighting a friend who has lost himself to his own immense power. The Straw Hat Pirates are now thrust into a surreal, fragmented landscape known as the Land to Heaven. As they approach the final seal that binds the mysterious island's secret, this is a pivotal point in the narrative, forcing the crew to confront powerful echoes of their past before they can face the island's ultimate guardian. The chapter commences as the Straw Hats venture into a bizarre floating realm comprised of disconnected patches of land. The very fabric of this area is unstable, requiring the power of the mysterious orb they carry to create pathways. As Luffy activates the orb, its energy pulls surrounding landmasses together, forming a route that leads them toward the first of the final 2 seals. Upon reaching the first seal, the orb once again resonates, but this time it plunges the crew into a vivid memory of their harrowing encounter with CP9 and its formidable leader, Rob Lucci. The memory specifically recalls Lucci's cold declaration that Nico Robin's fate was of no concern to them, a stark reminder of their desperate struggle at Enies Lobby. As the memory fades, the orb's power manifests a spectral apparition of Lucci, who immediately engages the Straw Hats in a fierce battle. The crew is forced to relive their fight against the master of the six powers, ultimately vanquishing the Phantom and breaking the seal, its energy being absorbed by the orb. With only one seal remaining, the Straw Hats press onward through the dreamlike landscape of the land to heaven. Their journey leads them to a chasm, forcing them to leap into the unknown, where they find themselves on a layer of land situated directly below the final seal. As they prepare for the inevitable confrontation, Luffy rallies his crew. Activating the orb one last time, they are cast into another memory, this time of their chilling first meeting with Admiral Aokiji. The memory resurfaces Aokiji's ominous words about Robin's dark and troubled past. Much like the previous seal, the orb gives form to this memory, creating an apparition of the Ice Admiral. The Straw Hats must then battle the Phantom of Aokiji, overcoming his powerful ice-based abilities. Following their hard-won victory, the final seal shatters. As the orb absorbs its power, a palpable sense of dread washes over the crew. The breaking of the last seal reveals a path to the Abyss Zone, and the pirates feel an eerie premonition that they are about to face the ancient evil guardian that has been slumbering at the island's core. Upon entering the secluded arena within the land to heaven, the Straw Hats are met with a sight few in the world could witness and survive. There, surrounded by his nurses, stands the colossal figure of Edward Newgate, better known as Whitebeard. The atmosphere is immediately tense. This isn't a typical enemy seeking destruction. This is a living legend, an emperor of the sea whose mere presence shifts the balance of power. He addresses the crew not as a villain, but as a veteran pirate ready to impart a harsh lesson, stating, "Let me teach you the pirate's code of honor." Faced with this imposing figure, the Straw Hats react with a mix of shock and determination. Luffy, ever fearless and unfiltered, sizes up the giant man and asks, "Man, you're huge. Who are you, old man? Are you a pirate?" Without waiting for a proper answer, he immediately throws down the gauntlet. "Well, whatever, guess I'll just kick your butt." The fight itself is a testament to Whitebeard's reputation. He wields his massive Bicento with devastating force and unleashes the power of his Tremor Fruit, shaking the very ground the Straw Hats stand on. The story here is told through the sheer overwhelming power on display. The Straw Hats are not fighting a mere monster. They are facing a force of nature, a true emperor, forcing them to use all of their strength and skill to survive. The encounter serves as a benchmark, a taste of the power that dominates the New World. Upon achieving the impossible and defeating the legendary pirate, the Straw Hats are left to catch their breath. The tension breaks and they reflect on the incredible battle. The crew comes to a crucial understanding. This couldn't have been the real Whitebeard. They surmise that, like the other optional bosses, this was a phantom created by the island's mysterious power. With the path to the final confrontation now open, the Straw Hats return to their camp to make their final preparations. The final confrontation. It is the cataclysmic eruption of the island's most ancient and terrible secret. The battle against the evil guardian is the desperate, frantic climax of the Straw Hats' entire journey. As the Straw Hats enter the Abyss Zone, the orb shows them a memory of Sealed, Papora's master, sealing the evil guardian away and leaving Papora alone. As the evil guardian appears before them, Papora immediately attacks it, filled with 1,000 years of rage. The guardian, however, is unfazed. Luffy encourages Papora and declares that they will defeat the evil guardian once and for all. The moment the pure, luminous guardian is defeated, a profound silence falls upon the island's core. But it is not the silence of peace. It is the silence of a breaking dam. From the very heart of the chamber, cracks of obsidian energy splinter through the glowing walls. A low hum escalates into a piercing shriek of pure malevolence, a sound of ancient, forgotten hatred. The benevolent energy of the defeated guardian, which had begun to dissipate, is suddenly and violently ensnared. Dark, chaotic tendrils of this newly escaped essence lash out, seizing the light and twisting it. The Straw Hats watch in horror as the beautiful, ethereal form of the island's protector is forcibly corrupted. Its light is choked out, its elegant shape warped into a monstrous, nightmarish parody of its former self. Where there was grace, there is now jagged fury. Where there was a protective aura, there is now an all-consuming void. The evil guardian is born not as a new entity, but as a violation of the old one, the island's soul now possessed by its prisoner. This battle is fundamentally different from all that came before. There is no personal history, no grudge to settle, no memory to overcome. The evil guardian has no connection to the Straw Hats' past. It is an elemental force of pure destruction, an ancient evil that wants nothing more than to escape its prison and unmake everything it touches. The crew's motivation shifts instantly and irrevocably. They are no longer fighting to escape the island. They are fighting for the island. The entity that had tested them, challenged them, and ultimately deemed them worthy was now being tortured and used as a puppet by the very darkness it was created to contain. Their fight against the evil guardian is an act of mercy and protection. They are fighting to save the soul of the island itself, to free it from its tormentor. The evil guardian attacks with the mindless, overwhelming force of a natural disaster. Its movements are erratic and violent. Its attacks are not techniques, but blasts of raw, negative energy. It is chaos given form. The battle is a desperate struggle for survival against an enemy that feels absolute and unending. This is the ultimate test of the Straw Hats' unity. Every member is pushed beyond their limits, not for personal glory, but to protect the others from the storm of darkness. Luffy's raw power clashes with an enemy that feels no pain. Zoro's iron will is pitted against an opponent with no spirit to intimidate. Sanji's fiery kicks are swallowed by shadow. It is a battle that seems impossible, forcing the crew to rely on the one thing the evil guardian cannot comprehend: their unwavering trust in one another. They become a single beacon of light fighting against an overwhelming darkness. The final blow is not just an attack, it is an act of purification. Upon impact, the evil guardian does not explode in a typical fashion. Instead, the dark, corrupting energy that encases it shatters like black glass. The monstrous form convulses as the pure, golden light from within erupts, forcefully expelling the malevolent entity. The ancient shriek of hatred is finally silenced, and the darkness evaporates into nothingness, banished for good. With the evil expunged, the light of the original guardian shines brilliantly for a moment before peacefully fading. Just then, the ceiling begins to cave in. The Straw Hats beat a hasty retreat, but just as it seems they will be crushed by the tons of rocks falling on them, Luffy uses his Gear 3rd transformation to create an exit through the ceiling leading to the surface just near the campsite. The oppressive, ancient fear is gone. The Straw Hats, battered and exhausted, stand in the gentle glow of a cleansed and grateful island. They have not just defeated an enemy, they have liberated a soul, honoring the trust the island placed in them and proving themselves to be the heroes it had been waiting for. The spirit of Sealed appears before them, but strangely, only Luffy and Popora can see him. He thanks Luffy for freeing Popora from his isolation and saving the island. As the Straw Hats make their way back to the ship, Sealed addresses Popora. He apologizes for leaving him alone and for not being able to take Popora with him. Sealed decides to reward Popora, and we see a brilliant flash of light. As the crew begin to cast off, they see Popora standing on the shore, as if to see them off. The Straw Hats are reluctant to leave him alone, but then we see a bunch of rabbit creatures, the same species as Popora, emerge from the bushes. As the crew show visible signs of relief at Popora not being alone anymore, the island starts to transform. From dangerous peaks and twisted jungles to brilliant beaches and beautiful flower fields, the island has finally become the paradise Sealed wished it to be. As they finally set sail, Popora runs along the shore bidding them farewell. They leave the quiet, peaceful island behind, returning to the Grand Line, their sights set firmly on the horizon and the promise of the One Piece. And that's a wrap on our story recap of One Piece Unlimited Adventure. What a fantastic tale of good versus evil and freedom versus oppression. Have you played this game before? What are your memories of it? Let us know down in the comments section below. And feel free to suggest any other game stories you would like to see recapped. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay entangled.